Welcome back to another trade video. If you're new to the channel, I usually do weekly videos going over my trades for the week and talk about what trades I'm taking for the following week. This video is part of a new series where I talk about the option strategies that I use and risk management around options. In this video, I'll be going over how to roll a cash secured put, and I'll be showing this in Thinkorswim. Before we get into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of my trades. And just as a note, in this video, I assume you have a general knowledge about what call and put options are and understand buying and selling options. If you don't, I highly recommend checking out some intro videos online before watching this, and I'll probably release a video in the future talking about options basics. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into what it means to roll an option. At the most basic sense, what it means to roll an option is to close your current option position and then sell a new option position. So now, what does that mean specifically for cash secured puts? For a cash secured put, you're basically selling a put option, collecting premium from that, and then depending on how the stock moves, you can either have your option expire worthless and keep the premium, or you end up getting assigned shares of the stock. So for rolling a cash secured put, what that means is basically you would close your current cash secured put by buying it back and then selling another cash secured put, most likely at a lower strike price or farther out expiration. If you sell at a lower strike price, that equals rolling down. If you sell at a farther out expiration, that means rolling out. And you can do a combination of both, and that's what I tend to mainly do. I roll both down and out when I do roll. I'm going to jump into a live example now on Apple, and just some notes about this example. I'm doing this on the on-demand feature, so I'm actually looking back at February for Apple stock, and I'm going to show a live example on me rolling a position. So in this example, I'm looking at February 22nd, and right now you can see that Apple is currently trading around $127, and I'm going to go ahead and sell a cash secured put at the 125 strike price, which you can see right here by this red line. So let me go ahead and place this trade. So I'm going to jump over to the trade tab. I'm going to look at the upcoming Friday. I'm going to go ahead and close out this position that I have open currently before I start to add any new positions here. Okay, so now that I've cleared that out, I'm looking at the trade tab. I'm looking at the upcoming Friday, so 4 days away, and I'm going to sell the 125 for $100. So I'm going to switch this to one contract, and then I'm going to sell this for $1, which would be $100 in premium because you always multiply by 100. So in this case, it did go down a little bit. I'll sell it for $98. And now if I jump back to this screen, you can see here, I have the 125 put for -1 quantity, 4 days for $99. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump this on-demand section to the Friday, so the 26th. And it might take a few minutes for the data to load. But now if we look at the chart for Apple, we'll see where the price currently is. So on this Monday, I sold a cash secured put right here, and on the following Friday, you can see that the price is currently around $123.84. So in this example, I'm going to go ahead and roll my position so I don't end up getting assigned 100 shares of Apple. So I'm going to start off with the first step of rolling, which is closing out your current contract. So if I jump here and I look at this position, I'm going to go ahead and say create closing order. I'm going to do that, and then here you can see that we have to pay $132 to buy back and close out this contract. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That order has gone through. So now if I jump back to the screen, you can see the 125 put, 0 quantity, and then the trade has been closed. Now the next part of rolling an option is opening a new cash secured put. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and roll both down and out. So starting by rolling down, I'm going to a farther expiration, so the following Friday, and then rolling out was going to the farther Friday, and now rolling down, I'm going lower than the 125 strike that I had originally sold, and I'm going to go down to 121 I'm going to click sell and switch this to a quantity of -1, so I'm only selling one contract, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit send. So now I can go back to the monitor and I can see that I have a contract, the 121 put, quantity -1, 7 days. You can ignore these other two contracts. They usually just don't clear from the screen. So now I kind of want to talk about the actual math behind rolling a position and checking whether or not it's still a profitable trade. So for example, in this specific situation, the initial trade that I took was, first I sold a put for plus $99. I then went ahead and closed that put for minus $130. And then I made $145 from selling the new cash secured put, which I sold after rolling the position. So all in all, this comes out to be, so this is negative $31, and then this would become $114 if my math is right. So this is one of the important things to keep in mind when rolling a position is how much did you get for selling the original option, how much did you have to buy back the cash secured put for, and then how much did you sell the new cash secured put for. So in this case, it is a profitable roll. Sometimes, this can be a negative value depending on when you roll or how you roll the position. And in the future, I will do an in-depth video talking about how I decide when to roll an option or a cash secured put. Usually I don't roll and I let myself get assigned, and then I'll start running the wheel strategy. But sometimes if I strongly believe that a stock is going to continue to drop, I will roll the position. So that's how to roll a cash secured put, specifically in Thinkorswim. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. And don't forget to be on the lookout for my next weekly trading recap video, which will be coming out this Friday, plus more option strategy videos in the future. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.